Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And it's a perfect time for a cup of tea. Later on, I will show you the scene. How about that? So, today we are going to drink some Rooibus tea. And this is a South African. You can see the tea looks like this. Can you see it clearly? It's very refined something, and the even more refined just goes through the drainer. You can see some drops comes out, but it's okay, and that should be sufficient. And we will put some hot water and start to brew it. Okay, let me first get the hot water and the full set of this tea set, see how it works. This has become my relatively most favorite. If I do it myself, I will use this. I will not use this plate. But I'm making a video, of course, I need to pretend a little bit. Otherwise, I put it on a piece of kitchen towel or a piece of paper towel, and it has a wide bottom, so it's much more stable. And the teacup also, it is this kind of shape, big bottom and thinner or smaller top, which makes it very stable. I do painting from time to time. I may ignore or read several books on the table or paper on the table. Just sometimes I ignore, I forget, and it flip over. But this one will not do that. The only thing I actually thinking about using this kind of shape for my classroom, but it's not stackable, so cannot be used for classroom use. I'm not saying this teapot for classroom use. I'm just saying that kind of shape for classroom use. So I use different kind of this kind of shape, this kind of shape for classroom use. Okay, not too much of this no sense, blah, blah, blah. Let's get started. Water. You can take a look at the scene here. It is boiling. Little bit messy, my backyard. Okay, boiling water. So the good thing about this kind of drainer, it is large drainer, so the tea can absolutely happily free flow by itself. So the other day I made a video and I said each tea leaf deserves its own room to free flow, deserve its own freedom. So I like the idea that my tea leaf has some room. So I like this. I do not use very much those balled little tea ball. So not tea ball, little a ball to put in the tea and drop in. I feel that the tea leaf is not so free. Okay, so we give it a few minutes to let it, let's open it. Even the fresh air, fresh breeze will help the development of the flavor. I am thinking like this. Okay, let's take a look. And Rooibus is from South Africa. And I forgot what was the first time I got introduced to it. I totally forgot it, actually. Maybe when I was in France, or maybe my family bought some of this tea I tried. Anyway, I totally forgot it. But it's one of the tea that I instantly fall in love with. It is a little bit sour, a little bit sweet. It's not rose sweet. It's not lemon sour. It's kind of a mixture of some unspeakable that fresh. But this is a dried flower. It's a see. It is cut very strange kind of flower. It's a dried plant, and it's very mature. There is a freshness, but not the green leaf bitter kind of freshness. For green tea, for any tea, green tea, white tea, green oolong tea, it starts to come out. There is a fragrance in this. And white tea, green tea, the green leaf tea, there is this freshness from bitterness of green leaf. This one is different. It's not the freshness from the bitter green leaf. It's the freshness from the dried branch, dried sticks. So hard to explain. And you drink it, you will get the idea. And I have some friend bought it. This is on my tea shop. And she fell in love and bought another one. Actually, the first time she didn't buy it. I was thinking, this is such a beautiful tea. I enjoy. There is no caffeine. And this is tisane. It's a pure plant, herb. So I sent it to a friend. And she loved it, and she bought it. And now this became her favorite tea also. Oh, where is my tea teacup? See this? See, this is the teacup. This is what I'm talking about. And it's very stable. It's very stable. It will not fall down. And I am using my... Okay, how do I pour it? Cover it up. Let's take a look. Cover it up. And otherwise, this may fall down. May not fall down, but it's just not so... I feel this is the best way to do it. And this point, towards this direction, and let's see the tea coming out beautifully. Oh, look at the color. So we wait a little. Oh, look at the color, how beautiful. Wait a little bit, and then we will. There is still a few drop of these branches. If you use a much thinner drain, maybe you will not have it, but it's okay to drink it. For me, my stomach or my throat can get through it very, very easily. So drinking tea is not so much about tea. It's about taking the time to appreciate the moment, to appreciate the slow down, to appreciate some me time. Tea time is me time, and we can have it together as a V time. V time. V time. This sounds so strange. V time. Shall we say V time? V time. I cannot make it sound right. V time. It's a me time. Okay, and just enjoy the quietness. Just enjoy the slow down. Oh, sorry. Just enjoy the nothingness of it. What do you think? So, so this teapot is on my Etsy shop, and this tea also on my Etsy shop. I will put the link under the description of it. If you find in other place to buy it, get yourself something to enjoy, or if you want to support me, and yeah, just enjoy the moment with the neighboring sound, with the airplane sound, and with the bird chirping, and start to think about what to do later on. A lot of time we get stressed, we get demotivated, or we get uninspired or frustrated or stressed out. Not because we have nothing to do. Well, there are times we have nothing to do. There are times we have a lot of things that need to be done. That we have so many things and so much on the plate that our brain cannot function and we cannot see things through. This is exactly what happened this morning. I woke up, I searched internet, browse internet, wasting my life, and then time just kicking away. And then I thought something not right. I went to restroom, look at the mirror at myself, a puffy eyes, and my face with the not good looking, the messy complex, just not right. So I started to do a makeup, and then start to recover my sense. It's not about the makeup to make myself so look good or not. anyway, makeup does not make me look good. I do not look good, then I do not look good. You look good, you just look good without makeup. So the point is that I give myself the time to calm down, to slow down, and to start to give myself some time to reflect, to think about. Then, okay, move it a little bit taller, and then things start to change. I am in a better mood. I am in a more ready mood. And then I start to make tea, and then the things start to roll on. There is nothing comes out of nothing. It must come from some action, some starting point. Where do we find the starting point? That starting point can come from a morning cup of tea, can come from a morning coffee, can come from a makeup, can come from an afternoon cup of tea. It comes from something. It comes from something. I'm sorry, the neighborhood start to get some. I hope there. Oh, the crow, the crow. Okay. And so and then I am in a better mood. I start to clean up the room. My room has too many things accumulated. My sleeve everywhere, glasses everywhere, pen everywhere, paper everywhere, mail everywhere, and magazines everywhere. Sorted, each things put into its place. The table is clean. I am in a much lighter, cleaner mood. I am not a totally the joy of life or happy life or those kind of extreme minimalist. Because we live a family life, there are things you think useless. Other people may think it's very useful. So you cannot get rid of everything. And we coexist with something I do not like, they like, something they do not like, I like. It's a coexistence of all these things. And another thing I want to say is that at least I make the table surface look a little bit better. Oh, the tea is ready. Okay, so it clears up my mind, it clears up my thought. And I did not write down what I need to do. Sometimes I write down, today make video about tea, make video about child growing up, not listening to me, and no longer needing me, becoming independent, make video about how to refine love, how to find the spark of life, spark of love again. And I got some friends sending me messages, and I didn't reply immediately because my thought was in, there was one bee or something. Because my thought was preoccupied with other things, and I was not in the mood of doing it, or I ignored it. Anyway, it's my fault. It is my fault. No excuse. I was just not ready, and I was lazy, and not reply friend email. And some friends may feel not happy, and I am sorry for that. It's just I am lazy. I am just lazy and didn't reply. And I think maybe when I find the mindset, I will talk about those. I just sometimes there are wonderful ideas and wonderful things to talk about. I was just not yet mature enough. My thoughts was not mature enough to talk about those. And so I am sorry for that. For anyone who has written me email and didn't get reply, I am sorry. I am sincerely sorry. And I just not good at replying. And I will your all your ideas and suggestions are always on my mind. It tortures me. It's on my mind all the time, and every time I go to swim, I think about those thoughts, those ideas, but just not mature enough to make a valuable lesson. It cannot persuade myself, then I do not need to waste the time of yours. If it does not even persuade myself, it does not convince myself, I cannot make that video. It takes time. And okay, there are some videos on the list. I am still thinking. If any of you can give any suggestion, please write down. On this one topic is one friend that children grown up, child, daughter, son, children grown up and becomes independent. And and we are very comfortable that have a person that rely on us. Our children rely on us. Now they grown up, they become independent. They need us less. What can we talk about it? How do you accept it? How do you adapt to this situation? And this happens to me. One of the reasons I didn't make the video to reply is because I went to send my son to school. And one of the reasons is my laziness, and another reason is that I send my son to school. It's just a turbulence of emotion on my part. I have not yet sorted out. And it is very true, they become better. They must become better than us. If they are not become better than us, our society will be in decline, right? Our human evolution will become worse and worse and worse if we are on top of them. They should be independent. They are independent. They have their idea. And their idea is different from us. This is how the society improve. This is how the society develop. Their idea may be not so right, and mostly their idea is different from our moral level, from our knowledge, from our experience. But they deserve to try it. So that's one topic. Another one friend said, it's just life become tedious, and the family relationship with husband or with wife, it just lost that spark of life. How you recover, rebuild, and re-spark and reignite this spark of life, spark of love. And I also want to talk about that. One thing is that you become independent, you improve yourself, you look better, you think better, you become more generous, you become kinder, you become more generous, more accepting and more respectful, and any person who has the right moral level, right moral value will appreciate at least this moral standard. So make sure you are good. This is one thing. And another thing is about love spark. It's about our human body change. It's about our, sometimes we just get tired of, which is very natural, get tired of those used to be passion becomes lost. It's natural, but there are ways to re-spark it. Yeah, there are ways to do it. That will be a paid service. I'm sorry. Yes, there are ways to make it, and same as every family, we are going through it also, and it's a lifelong struggle and pursue, and as long as you are not a bad person, you are not, as long as we are not the person who get the evil taking the better part of us, things can change. We can reignite that. There are ways to solve a lot of things. Yeah. I will not go deep into this. Maybe another time, or maybe a private video, or maybe yes. Another thing I want to talk is I have a Wisio, 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 and it's a kind of advice, and I will not say it's an advice. People who have some ideas or have some doubts, and I do a paid video. I do a blah blah blah, and just to chat in a personal level, and it's nothing about advice. I am not a professional therapist. I'm not a professional consultant. I just an old woman, or your grandma, or your auntie chatting with you, that kind of, or your sister, or your whatever, or your friend chatting with you. Sometimes it helps us to release a little bit. I think I'm talking quite something already. Just keep on with life, and enjoy a quiet afternoon. I am quite ready to do other things. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Actually, today I made a makeup, so maybe you can see my face. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. And we have just one branch of it coming out. So interesting. Look at that flower. That. Bye bye.